Yo, good evening and happy 2024 USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man, G Money Stacks, aka the Greginator, YouTuber, host with the most, misunderstood lonely nomad, YouTuber creator, the man who knows the back doors of the Q5 and 24 buses, and of course, Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And yes, you are now rocking, listening, tuning in, and watching the 123rd episode of Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, uh, the review show platform where we go over things related in music discographies, hip hop histories, TV, movies, video games, especially the ones that's like upcoming and the ones that already came out already. Um, we are live and direct from StreamYard alongside with YouTube, and aside myself, it's the Instagram live feed. So be sure to turn on your notifications so you won't miss a beat of an episode that is recording. All right. So in the meantime, grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast, and be sure to press the like so this platform could actually grow and be recognized as a recommendation. And of course, be sure to leave a comment on the episodes in case you missed any of them. Don't worry. Yeah, leave a comment on the episodes, especially the review topics that we're about to go over and all that great stuff. And and stay tuned for more video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes. You can download the episodes, including the ones that's your favorite, but also add the podcast to your favorite. Um, not favorite actually, but yeah, you know what? Favorite streaming platform where you get your podcast, whether it's Odyssey, whether it's Audible, Castbox FM, whether you have um Deezer, Google Podcasts, Moon FM podcast, whether you have Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and of course YouTube, and along with other streaming platforms wherever you listen to podcasts whatsoever. Um, and when you add that to your playlist, you're gonna get a notification on new episodes that's going to be dropping on every streaming platform, including Spotify for podcasters and and Spotify as well. So you're gonna hear more of me throughout 2024. I have to really make sure that I have everything set up as far as like the scheduling of each podcast recording, and and I do apologize for the delay of the upcoming episodes and stuff like that. I had to take care of something that's driver's license related, and of course trying to get everything together, and and also sorry for being a little late. Uh, One of the speakers of my headphones actually was not working, so one was working and the other one was not. So I have to use these headphones right here that I previously brought from my job, of course. Um, so yeah, so yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna stick to what I have until I get me something better, like better headphones and stuff. So I'll have to wait a couple of paychecks for that. But anyway, I hope everybody's 2024 is going all right. We're 2 weeks in 2024 right now. I know a lot of you out there probably don't believe in New Year's resolutions and stuff like that, including myself, which I'm not going to get into right here. But what we're going to get into today is, you know, we're going to get into a little hip hop history in terms of each music artist who came out with an album years ago. All right, so we're gonna start off with a little bit of we're gonna start off with a little bit of. Hang on a second here. Let me get everything set up here. And as I'm speaking to y'all, um, so yeah, I know everybody's jobs is slow right now because of the aftermath of Christmas and New Year's, and it's happening to me and along with everybody else. And and yeah, so I get it. But hopefully everything would pick up. Hopefully everything would pick up until between February through April. So hopefully everything would be, you know, back to normal. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so let's get into a little music Kool-Aid, a little hip hop history right here. So let's do it. And before I get into the hip hop history, I want to remind y'all that you can also let me see. Yeah, you can also follow me on let me see. Let me see if I got that here. Yes, you can also follow me on Discord. Yes, Discord in case you want to interact with me as far as like music, as far as hip hop, R&B, whatever it is. It could be anything in particular. What do y'all think of about the Golden Globes, whatever it may be, man. And also sports, which includes the New York Mets and all that great stuff. And as far as the off season, if they're really making um if they're really making some moves and stuff, but I'll save that for the sports podcast platform. And as far as TV shows and movies, whatever you're watching, um, and if you have any recommendations on TV shows and movies and stuff like that you want me to check out, or for me to review, you know what I'm saying. So Discord is G Money Stacks 555. That's where all the categories is gonna be, and also also if I'm not forgetting anything, let me see. Let me see. If I'm not forgetting anything, let me see. If I'm not mis- um, yeah. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, if you like to make a charitable donation to support the podcast shows that I do on a weekly basis, you can do that. You can do that. All you have to do is go. All you have to do is donate whatever amount of money you desire. Will be appreciated. Let me see if I can find. Uh, Let me see if I can find the Discord and all that stuff. Let me see if I can find that. Sorry about that. May not have it right now, but I'll just say it right here. Yes, you can go to my Cash App, which is $ G Money Stacks 555, and or you can go to my PayPal, which is G Money Stacks Queens, New York. Um, any amount will be appreciated. All right, you don't need to have a lot of money to show more support. You know what I'm saying. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to get that out the way before I even get into the hip hop history. So all right, so let's get into it right here. Let's get into it. Yes, today's music Kool Aid is about a it's about a hip hop group. Um, so this hip hop group is basically um, Smith and Wesson. Um, Basically, they dropped their debut album "Da Shining" 29 years ago. All right. On this date in 1995, Steele and Tech, aka Smith and Wesson of the legendary Boot Camp Click, released their debut album "The Shining" on the Ultra Indie imprint Records. This was also the sophomore effort of the Boot Camp Click, which exposed the skills of more of the artists that were heard on Black Moon's debut project enter the stage. Tracks such as Session at the Dog Hill, wait, Dog Hilly, and Sound Boy um, Burrell introduced members of Helter Skelter, the duo that introduced, no, excuse me, that included the late great Sean Price, as well as the original Gun Clappers, which completed the epic Brooklyn Rap Collective with in-house production, courtesy of the beat makers, the Roy Ayers. Um, yeah, Roy Ayers. Ubiquity esque feel that was captioned, no, excuse me, captured on the album's cover. Yes, album's cover can definitely be felt through the verses over the haunting tracks, even though the albums never reached gold status in terms of sales. The Shining is undoubtedly one of the albums that defined its era. So there you go, right there. There you go, right there. I don't know if there's any more of the I don't know if there's any more of the hip hop history. I think that's pretty much what I have for now as a hip hop history. So let me see. Okay, so since there's no more hip hop history, um, what do you say we go to hang on a second here. Hang on a second. Hang on one second. Sorry about that. Um, sorry about that. Let me get to. So today's episode, we're going over some game shows. Let me make sure I pull this up. Let me pull this up real quick. Hold on. All right. Okay. Today we are going over some game show. Yes, some game shows actually. Um, and we're gonna get into some upcoming video games and stuff. So, what do you say we go to some TV show checkouts, man? Today's episode is also titled "Excitement of the Awesome Fun Entertainment." So that's pretty much what this title is. So let's get into it right here. Let's get into it right here, man. So this is pretty much what I wanted to get out the way. So here it is. TV show checkouts. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. Um, all right. So the first TV game show that we gotta go over, is a game show called Password. And congratulations to Kiki Palmer um, for being the first black person to be um, a part of a game show host. And for those of you who may not know what Password is, so Password is an American television game show in which two teams, each composed of a celebrity player and a contestant, attempt to convey mystery words to each other using only single word clues in order to win cash prizes. All right. so yeah, congratulations to Kiki Palmer. Um, all right. So um, right now, wait a second, because previously it was on ABC for 5 seasons. Right now it's on NBC with 9 episodes. Okay. So, um, all right. So the show was created by Bob Stewart and originally produced by Mark Goodson, Bill Todman Productions. It aired on CBS from 1961 to 1967 And ABC from 1971 to 1975, the original host was Alan Ludden, who had previously been well known as the host of the GE College Bowl. Two revivals later aired on NBC Password Plus from 1979 to 1982, and Super Password from 1984 to 1989 followed the primetime version, $1 Million Password, on CBS from 2008 to 2009. All these versions introduced new variations in gameplay. The show was revived on NBC in 2022 with Keke Palmer, congratulations, as host and featuring Jimmy Fallon. In 2013, TV Guide ranked it number 8 in its list of 60 greatest game shows ever. Well, let's see. Let me take a look at the. Let's take a look because I know the format changes and stuff. So, all right. So contestants. Now, hold on a second. I know there's rules to this. Yeah. So, nah. Let's go to the contestants, man. You guys can figure out the rules on your own. So, anyway, so on the CBS daytime version, contestants played two matches, win or lose, with each game awarding $100 to the winner. For most of the CBS nighttime version first year, the same two players stayed for the entire show, playing as many matches as time allowed, with each player guaranteed at least $100. However, after three contestants managed to break the $1,000 mark, this practice was changed in November 1962 to having two new contestants play each game. Um, and For two shows in July 1965, the nighttime version experimented with a championship match format in which the winners of games one and two would return to compete against each other in the final game. Also in 1965, the show adopted an annual tournament of champions where contestants on the daytime version who won both their games were invited back to compete for more money. Um, Early on in the ABC version, contestants played a single elimination game. Winning contestants could stay until they were either defeated or won a maximum of 10 games, thus retiring them as undefeated champions. Later on, the limit was dropped and the champions stayed on the show until defeated. From 1973 to 1974, the first contestant to win a 2 out of 3 match played the lightning round. Every 3 months, the four top winners during that period would return for a quarterly contest. The winner would earn $1,000 and the right to compete in the annual tournament of champions. The winner of the annual contest won $5,000, received a free trip to um, Macedonia, um, and faced the previous year's champion in a best-of-7 match for $10,000. Louis Retrum from Boston won the Tournament of Champions 2 years ago in a row and retired undefeated when the show went off the air. Um, all right, hold on a second. Get to my sound effects. Um, hold on, folks. Um, just a sec. Okay, here it is. All right. Let's see about that. That's not well. Oh, who was that? Yes, format changes. Yes, so from November 18th, 1974 to February 21st, 1975, Password became Password All Stars, where teams of celebrities played for charity in a tournament style format. Um, at at the end of each week, the highest scorer would win $5,000 and advance to the Grandmasters Championship, which would award the winner another $25,000. The first tournament's finalists were Dick um, Gautier, um, James Shigeta, Peter Boners, oh shit, and Don Galloway, with Shigeta winning the championship. The second tournament's finals were Richard Dawson, Bill Bixby, Hal Linden, and Betty White, late great Betty White, with Dawson winning the championship. Um, yeah. So after the celebrity format modification proved unpopular with viewers, Goodsman Todman made Password All Star simply Password again, but the show carried over elements of All Stars, mainly to use the set that had been redesigned for the All Celebrity period. Among these was an elimination round in which four contestants, um, two new players, and the two players from the previous game competed with the help of the two celebrities in the first round and qualifying in the qualifying round. One of the two celebrities used a one-word clue to a password, and the four contestants would ring in with the password. If no contestant identified the password after four clues, the word would be discarded. A correct response earned that contestant 1 point, with 3 points needed to qualify for the regular game. An incorrect response locked that player out of the word in play. The first two contestants to reach 3 points went on to play the regular password game. In the regular game, in addition to the rules, was the double option, in which the first clue giver could ask to increase the word value to 20 points by giving only one clue. If that word was missed, the other team could score the 20 points with a second clue. The first team to reach 50 points or more could win thousands of dollars in the big money lightning round, using a three-step structure in which the winning team attempted to guess three passwords within 30 seconds per step. The contestant was paid as follows. So, part one, each password paid $25. Guessing all three passwords in 30 seconds further netted $5 for each second round. No, excuse me, second left on the clock. The round ended if the contestant was unable to guess at least one of the three passwords. Part two, the money earned in part one would be multiplied by the number of passwords guessed here. Naming all three passwords this time added $10 for each second left. If the receiver failed to identify at least one of the passwords here, the round ended. The contestant still kept all part one winnings. He or she then returned to the elimination panel to compete for the right to play the main game again. Part three, naming all three passwords in 30 seconds multiplied the contestants' part two winnings tenfold, meaning if a player accumulated $500 after two parts, guessing all three passwords in this part would earn $5,000. Winners of $20,000 are retired from the show until April. Contestants could win no more than $20,000. However, later champions were allowed to win over $20,000 but had to retire immediately upon doing so. All right, so we have so the broadcast history, it aired 1961 to 1967, and it was on ABC from 1971 to 1975. And let's see, yeah. So and we fast forward to now. 2022, of course, NBC greenlit a new version of Password from Fremantle with current Tonight Show host Jimmy Fallon as executive producer on May 17, 2021, during NBC Universal's Upfront presentation. On January 24th, 2022, a casting notice was put out. In April 2022, it was reported that Keke Palmer would serve as host, and that the show would premiere in the summer, later specified as August 9th. The first episode was dedicated to Betty White. Each hour-long episode consists of 2.5 matches, each with different pairs of contestants. On May 12th, 2023, the series was renewed for a second season. However, production was delayed to November 2023 due to Fallon's support of the 2023 Writers Guild of America strike. Gameplay is reminiscent of the 1961 versions, with games played to 15 points and the point value for each password starting at 6 for the first clue. Starting in the second season, someone from each team can shoot the moon if a player can get the other player to get the password. They earn 8 points if they can get the password. That's 2 extra points. If not, the opposing team will have a chance to steal those points. Shoot the Moon can only be used once per game and be activated throughout the game. Starting in the second season, the passwords in round 2 will be related to the category. Since the passwords are harder, if an illegal clue is given, the opposing team gets 2 points. So two such games are played, with the celebrity switching partners for the second game. If the contestants each win one game, a tiebreaker round presented on screen similarly to the password puzzle format from Password Plus and Super Password is played. Palmer reads a series of up to 5 clues to the final password. Whoever buzzes in with the correct answer moves on to the bonus round. An incorrect answer, however, allows the opponent a guess with all 5 clues revealed. Starting in the second season, Palmer will give the clues. If both players answer incorrectly, the procedure repeats until one buzzes in with the correct answer. The bonus round uses a modified alphabetic super password round format. The contestant now plays with both celebrities, where they have a total of 60 seconds, which is a minute, to guess all 10 passwords that begin with consecutive letters of the alphabet. After one celebrity plays for the first 30 seconds, they switch out and gameplay resumes. If an illegal clue is given during the first 30 seconds, a new word beginning with the same letter will be used during the second 30. The contestant wins $1,000 per guess word and $25,000 for solving all 10 before time runs out. If all 10 are not solved in time, the contestant receives one more password, which is not revealed to the home audience. for both celebrities to jointly guess after giving a single clue. The contestant puts on headphones and turns their back to the celebrities while they deliberate for up to 30 seconds. If they are correct, the contestants' winnings are double. If not, they keep their previous winnings. The final episode of the first season featured four celebrities playing for charity and switching teams for the second half of the episode. One member of the winning team gives the clues in the bonus round, and the other guesses the password in 60 seconds. If all 10 passwords are not solved, the celebrity gives a clue to the other celebrities and puts on headphones during the deliberation. Fallon, instead of playing in the second half of the episode, let Palmer take his place playing while he hosted. Well, um, like I said, congratulations to Kiki Palmer for being the host for Password on NBC. Check your local listings. And, let's make some noise for Kiki Palmer, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's make some noise for her, man. You know, um, yeah, successful career, um, a um, what is it? Baby, this is Kiki Palmer, of course. And yeah, it's just this is pretty awesome. So let's make some noise for Kiki Palmer for being the host of Password alongside Jimmy Fallon. All right, next. All right, so there's another game show that I've been checking out, and that is I'm pretty sure you probably heard the definition of what a noun is, right? So there's this game show called Person Place a Thing, which I've been checking out lately, actually, which is pretty hilarious and pretty fun to watch, actually, just like Password. All right, so Person Place a Thing is a new game show based upon the parlor game 20 Questions, where three contestants race to see who knows more about famous people, places, and things. Now we go to the gameplay. The gameplay is a variation of the parlor game 20 Questions, as three players ask yes or no questions to the host in order to identify people, places, and things. Main game on each subject, Melissa will give a specific category a clue. Um, that's Melissa Peterman, by the way, folks. Um, then each player will ask a yes or no question to Melissa. After the three questions have been asked, Melissa will give a clue to the answer. The first player to buzz in with the correct answer scores points. Buzzing in with a wrong answer loses a turn for the next go round. The contestants don't need to identify it during the toss ups. They can guess during the question portions at any time as well. Play continues until someone guesses right or up to a maximum of four clues. And of course, round one includes each category, person, place, a thing, will come into play in this round. Correct answers are worth 100 points. Round two, the contestants will be choosing the categories. Correct answers are worth 200 points, And then round three, speed round. In this speed round, no questions will be asked on any further subjects. Melissa will fire off as many clues as it takes for somebody to guess the answer. Each subject has 5 clues. Correct answers are worth 500 points, while incorrect answers eliminates a player from the subject. Um, Once the subject is guessed, all the clues are given, or if all 3 of them miss, another subject is played. Um, this round lasts for 2 minutes in the trial run and 90 seconds in the national run. So let's see. So this is 1 minute and 30 seconds. Yes. So that's 2 minutes. So that's 90 seconds. That's 2 minutes. Okay. The player with the most points at the end of the game wins. If the last ends in a tie, one last subject is played with the player buzzing in with the correct answer. Moving on, buzzing in the wrong answer gives the opponent an automatic win. Hmm. So the bonus round, in this bonus yes or no questions from the contestant come back into play. The object of the game is to identify one subject from each of the 3 basic categories, which is person, place, or thing, in 60 seconds. 1 minute or less with a specific clue or category on each. The winning contestant can solve them in any order she can choose. One, excuse me, on each subject, the contestant will ask rapid fire yes or no questions and make equally rapid fire guesses. If the winner gets stumped, she can call for a clue, but she gets no more than 3 on each subject. The winning contestant can also pass on the subject if um if wishes to, but must come back to it should time permit. Solving the first 2 in the trial run only was worth $1,000 each for a total of $2,000. The money was theirs to keep regardless of outcome. Solving all 3 before time runs out. Also, a trip. Also won a trip in the trial run and $5,000 in cash in the national run. Not solving all 3 also won a constellation prize. Well, That's pretty. Not only this game show is so fun to watch, but it's also hilarious at the same time. So um that's pretty much why I tuned into it. And I gotta say, man, it's pretty fun to watch. And the categories and how it's set, the pacing and everything, I'm actually impressed by it. So yeah. So, all right, so let's see. Let's see. What else? So, yeah, so this program joins an elite list of programs that started out as a game show test run for on Fox, all in those stations before becoming a national game show. This one lasted from August 8th to September 2nd, 2022. For as of June 2023, this game show was greenlit for placement on the fall schedule. Throughout the program, mostly on the show's logo bug, an animated bird appears mostly to show his emotions over a player's performance. The show could possibly be inspired by the unsold pilot Safecrackers, not to be confused with the long-running and actively rotating pricing game from The Price is Right of the same name, hosted by the late great Jeff Edwards from 1975. Prior to that, whoever's hosting previously, Bob Barker, who passed away, and now Drew Carey's actually hosting The Price is Right, which the I will go over The Price is Right in a future episode. So I ain't have a chance to add that in the upcoming episodes. So I'll add that too. So don't worry. Anyway, anyway, another new game show that I actually checked out called Raid the Cage. Raid the Cage is an American television game show hosted by Damon Wayans Jr. and Jeannie Mai, which by the way has the same birthday as me, that premiered on CBS on October 13th, 2023. It is an adaptation of the Israeli television series of the same name. Two teams of two contestants compete on each episode to earn time to retrieve prizes from a giant cage, with the team having the highest total keeping the prizes and playing the bonus round. Ooh, 11 episodes already in the books for the first season. And yeah, it's very interesting. So let's take a look at the gameplay. So a backstage coin toss determines which team starts the first round. That team chooses one of two categories. One team member, the Gabber, oh shit, is given 45 seconds to match 10 clues with 11 answers. Each correct answer earns 3 seconds. 3 seconds for a maximum of 30 seconds for their teammate, the Grabber. Yeah, it had to be a typo right there, man. It's supposed to be Grabber, not Gabber. What kind of shit is that, man? To enter the cage. The other team member then enters the cage and attempts to collect as many prizes consisting of physical goods, tokens for larger or non-tangible prizes, and mystery gift boxes as they can, and remove them from the cage before time runs out. If the contestant does not escape before time runs out and the door is closed, the prizes are lost. However, prizes are not lost if the contestant's body blocks the door from closing. The contestants do not receive any indication of their time remaining besides a 3 second warning before the door closes. Contestants cannot re-enter the cage if time remains. And any prizes they grab after any part of their body leaves the cage do not count. After their run, the total value of any prizes successfully retrieved is revealed. The second team then repeats the process with the remaining category. This process repeats in rounds 2 and 3, with the leading team starting each round. In round 2, the time increases to 5 seconds per correct answer, 50 maximum, and the teammate must switch roles. In round 3, teammates can choose roles, and each correct answer earns 7 seconds, which is 70 seconds maximum. New prizes are added to the cage between rounds, with certain higher valued prizes requiring the contestant to complete a physical challenge in order to claim them. The team that has the highest total value of prizes after 3 rounds wins the game and advances to beat the cage bonus round. The winning team keeps all the prizes won in the main game, while the losing team leaves with nothing. Yeah. Bonus round beat the cage. The winning team then plays a final 90-second run in the cage to collect more prizes, which includes major prizes locked behind physical challenges. Unlike the main game, the two contestants take turns in the cage and can continue to re-enter as long as there is time remaining. The team will not know how much time is left in the raid until 5 seconds remain. If the team retrieves at least $50,000 rather worth of prizes before time expires, they can all they can keep all the prizes they won in the bonus round. Otherwise, they forfeit the prizes from this round. Regardless, they keep the prizes from the main game. Well, let's get to the reception. I'm not even gonna go. I don't really like going over the viewership. I don't really like going over the viewership sometimes. And I forgot. Oh boy, shit. I don't really like going over the viewership and stuff. I'm not even gonna do that, man. A lot of times with these Nielsen rating systems, they're not really always accurate though. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good game show to watch. It's on Fridays on CBS. Check your local listings. 9 o'clock, all that good stuff right there. All right. Another game show that I've been checking out lately is Who the Bleep Is That? Yes, so for those of you who may not know what that is, so Who the Bleep Is That is a half-hour test run game show where three contestants have their celebrity knowledge to put to the ultimate test as they uncover images focusing on TV, music, sports, politics, historical figures, and social influencers. According to Jeff Dye, he claims that there is finally a game show that doesn't suck. Well, yeah. So, the premise: obscured images of celebrities are shown to contestants and slowly become clear to reveal current photos. Throwback photos, sketches, actors in movie roles, images of famous people in relationships, and more. The first contestant to buzz in and guess correctly wins the point. After 3 rounds, the contestant with the most points gets the chance to play for a grand prize. So round one, the contestants are shown 9 buzzwords on the board, and and the contestant in control chooses one. Then the contestants are shown an image of a celebrity related to the chosen buzzword, with effects on the photo that clear up as time goes on. Whoever buzzes in and correctly guesses the celebrity on the photo scores 100 points and gets control of the board. Buzzing in and guessing incorrectly, however, costs the contestants 100 points and allows the remaining contestants to buzz in and take a guess. One of the buzzwords features a clip of a celebrity whose face is covered with a question mark, and the contestant must listen to the audio of the celebrity in order to identify them. Also, the round is over after 7 buzzwords are played. Round two, the contestants are shown clues to 5 celebrities with the clues in the form of keywords or tweets. Each time a contestant buzzes in and correctly guesses a celebrity, they score 200 points. Each time a contestant buzzes in with an incorrect guess, though, they lose 200 points. And the remaining contestants get to buzz in and take a guess. Round three, the contestants are shown photos of 6 celebrities, and the contestants buzz in and guess what each shown celebrity is known for, or guess the name of each celebrity based on throwback photos of them that zoom out. Buzzing in with the correct answer scores a contestant 500 points, while buzzing in with an incorrect answer costs them 500 points and allows the remaining contestants to buzz in and take a guess. After 3 rounds, the contestant with the most points wins the game and advances to the money round. So the money round is the winning contestant. The winning contestant is shown a series of photos and asked either or questions related to the celebrities on the photo within 60 seconds. Answering 10 questions correctly before time runs out wins the contestant $5,000, while failing to do so wins them 200 for each um, correct answer. In the national run, it's still 60 seconds, but but this time getting 10 right wins a vacation. But if they get 3 questions wrong, it's game over, and they will get $1,000. So, of course, obviously, this is so the title is obviously based on a swear themed term. Who the bleep is that? The series was posted later on YouTube on March 13th, 2023. This this was the second game show produced by TMZ 7 years ago. Their first was South of Wilshire in 2016. Yeah, you could go to their YouTube channel. You could go to TMZ's YouTube channel to actually watch episodes of Who the Bleep Is That, and of course Who the Bleep Is That airs at 5:30 on My 9 Monday through Friday. All right, and yes, Jeff Dye is the host. Jeff Dye is the host of Who the Bleep Is That. So so basically, um, yeah, he's a comedian. He's a comedian, man. And I gotta say, man, after watching it, and I did not even know it got renewed for season 2. So it got renewed for season 2 already. Man, let's make some noise for Jeff Dye and the game show Who the Bleep Is That getting renewed for a second season, man. As a congratulations, man. Let's make some noise for Jeff Dye. All right, up next. Yes, up next we have. Hang on a second here. Wait for this to load. Hang on. What the hell? All right. Hold on a sec. All right. Okay. Let me go to. All right. All right. So next we have Domino Masters. So Domino Masters is an American reality competition television series that aired on Fox from March 9th to May 11th, 2022. The series is hosted by Eric Stonestreet with Danica McKellar, Vernon Davis, and Steve Price serving as judges. Um, so it only did one season. It didn't get renewed, unfortunately. So the format is about teams consisting of three domino building competitors are tasked with building creations out of domino pieces based on a given theme. The judges will name the winning team's build, advancing them to the next round. The season will culminate in a finale in which top music compete for $100,000, a Domino Masters trophy, and the title of Domino Masters. All right. Okay. On March 26, 2021, it was announced that Fox had ordered the series with Eric Stonestreet as host. Um, on May 16, 2021, it was announced that actress Danica McKellar, former football player Vernon Davis, and domino expert Steve Price would serve as judges for the series. On January 26, 2022, it was announced that the series would premiere on March 9th, 2022. Um, yeah, I'm not even gonna go to the elimination shit, so that's pretty much what that is, though. It was. I'm not even gonna go there. Um, so yeah, that's crazy, man. That shit got canceled. That's crazy that shit got canceled though. But anyway, all right. So Cherries Wild. Um, Cherries Wild is a game show that's based on slots, um, um, a la the Joker's Wild. This is also the second game show to use the soda brand. Oh shit! So the gameplay: one team faces a giant slot machine and answers pop culture trivia questions in order to win up to $250,000. Wow. Um, Question rounds in the questions round, the team is racing to earn spins to the slot machine and or money. They do that by answering pop culture questions which appear on the machine. They also stand before five big soda cans with big buttons on them. Each one corresponds to the reel across from it. They'll be using them to lock in their answers. For each correct answer, one of the reels will land on a dollar amount to be put in what's called the cash stash, a free spin space, a wild moment space, or a wild cherry, putting them one step closer to the $250,000. But if they get a question wrong, the reel will land on a red X and they don't score for that question. For round one, fact or fiction, the team is shown five statements. They must decide quickly whether each statement is true or false. Round two, one big question. Prior to this round, the team was given a choice of two pre selected question categories. The team is then asked a single question and five items. The item has five possible answers, and one of them matches with the item. It's the team's job to choose the reel with the correct answer. Making five correct matches earns a free cherry. Wild Moment, the Wild Moment is a special bonus round for more cash in this cash stash and free spins. When it appears during the question rounds, it temporarily halts the main game and gives the team a chance to use the big soda cans for more cash in cash stash and free spins. When three wild symbols appear in the final round, it halts the game and gives the team a chance to pull the lever for more cash in the cash stash and free spins. Payday, not to be confused with the classic Parker Brothers board game of the same name. Uh, this is the heart of the show. This is where the team will try to spin their way to a fortune. Every team gets one free spin to start. They also get one for every free spin space they land on. Any wild cherries earned throughout the game are carried into the end game and are placed on the reels prior to the round. The team will make as many spins as they want to win as much money as they can. They can they start with the free spins, and then when they are used up, then they can decide to use their cash stash to buy more spins, with each one worth $10,000. Each reel contains wild cherries, big cash prizes, wild moments, and double spots. Spending a double doubles the total of the money on the other reels. But also there are still X's on there. When even one red X appeared, they get no money for that spin. After each spin, the team can decide to either cash out or risk it all for another spin. However, if the team spins a total of five wild cherries, the team wins 250 $250. Okay. All right. So, oh boy. So, let me see. Let me see. So, Cherries Wild Moments, five spinning. Okay, so this is the mobile app actually. So each week, viewers at home can participate in their own version of the show during two distinct moments through the app. Specifically, Cherries Wild Moments, five spinning reels will appear on viewers' apps as the wild moments happens on television, and viewers can pull their own virtual handle on the mini version of TV's biggest slot machine. If the reels match exactly with the reels of the contestants on the show, um, they'll win exactly what is won in the show each week, thanks to Pepsi Wild Cherry. Trivia Rush. The game continues during the commercial break. Consumers will simultaneously compete in a time sequence to answer different trivia questions for the opportunity to win 2,500 each, with one winner in the East Central Time Zone airing and one winner in the Pacific Time Zone airing. Instant wins at retail. Fans across the country can try their luck at winning instant prizes by using the Cherries Wild app to scan unique QR codes on spe- um, specially marked 12. 12 ounces, 12 packs, and 20 ounces bottles of Pepsi Wild Cherry, Diet Pepsi Wild Cherry, and Pepsi Zero Wild Cherry available at retailers nationwide. Of course, you can hit the slots in addition to the evergreen multiplayer pop culture trivia games. The Cherries Wild app has a virtual slot machine for fans to pull whenever they are feeling lucky. All right. Wait, so who hosted this? Hold on a second. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it. All right. End of the show disclaimers. Prior to round two, contestant teams were given a choice between two predetermined um, question categories off camera. The program does not use a real slot machine. Each spin in a particular game is the product of a gameplay combination that is determined in advance by the program's producer. On each tape day, an independent outside compliance company randomly assigns those predetermined combinations to the contestant teams taping that day. At least one of the contestant teams on each tape will receive a combination that has the potential to lead to the grand prize if the game is successfully played to its conclusion. At no point in the game do contestants put their own money at risk. All right, okay, so trivia. Okay, so let's see. So, despite going solo, this was the second game show hosted by Biggs. Um, Biggs, Jason Biggs. Okay, Jason Biggs. His first was My Partner Knows Best with wife Jenny Mullen on Lifetime in 2018. This was also Biggs' first solo game show to be aired in the same year of 2021. His second is the self-proclaimed Jason Biggs Cash at Your Door for E. The show was originally supposed to start on Valentine's Day, February 14th, but due to the delay of the Daytona 500 of because of bad weather, this and the rest of the Sunday night schedule was pushed to the following week. The teams don't actually control the reels. Each show's spins are predetermined by the producer, and an independent firm assigns the spins to a specific taping. At least one team has a chance to win $250,000. As mentioned above, this is the second game show to use the soda brand. The first was Pepsi's Play for a Billion, hosted by Drew Carey on the now defunct the the WB network in 2003. Then Damon Wayans on ABC in 2004. So yeah, so that show got canceled. That show got canceled. So let's see what we got. What we got left. We have, of course, Wipeout. Obviously, obviously, you probably heard the song "Wipeout," right? Um, from a music artist. I forget who, but this one, but this one right here is an American television game show that features contestants competing in what was billed as the world's largest obstacle course, which originally aired on ABC from June 24th, 2008 to September 7th, 2014. In 2021, the show was rebooted on TBS with John Cena, Nicole Byer, and Camille Kostek as hosts. Oh boy, damn, damn! And it did 7 seasons, 130 episodes. The show was originally hosted and commentated by John Hanson and John Anderson, while Jill Wagner acted as the on-location reporter. The interim reporter for one season was Vanessa Lachey. Um, the creators and executive producers are Matt Kunitz and Scott Lawson. Distribution of the show was handled by um, and Endemol Shine. The show was taped at Sable Ranch in Canyon Country, Santa Clarita, California, north of Los Angeles. All right, so well, yeah, I'm not gonna get into the history though. All right, so I'm not gonna get into the history though. So the TBS reboot. Hold on a second. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Let's get to the gameplay. So contestants compete through 4 rounds of competition until a final winner is determined. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. So the first round features 24 contestants. Um, they were introduced from seasons 1 through 3, but from season 4 onwards, not all were shown. Running through a series of obstacles, the top 12 finishing times move on. The show never made clear to viewers whether or how the finishing times are adjusted for failing to complete obstacles along the way. The next two rounds take place on two different complex obstacles. They typically involve large structures that competitors have to enter, navigate around while hostile devices try to knock them off, and then jump to a landing pad to finish, where Jill Wagner awaits them. The competitors keep trying on these structures until roughly half of them have reached to the finish. The other half are eliminated. This leaves only the top four to make it to the final round called the Wipeout Zone, where the winner earns the title of Wipeout champion and a $50,000 grand prize. Um, the challenges change each week, but always feature offbeat and comical obstacles such as the sucker punch. Not to be confused with the fucking movie, okay? Oh shit. Big balls. Oh shit. Yeah, big balls. Oh wow. So big balls is the sweeper and the dizzy dummy or the dreadmill. Oh shit. So yeah, it shows trademark obstacle for very large red spears in sequence that must be traversed from a running start with failures often resulting in odd angle rejections. The sweeper, the dizzy dummy, or the dreadmill. Emphasis is always placed on obstacles that can produce sudden jarring collisions. Uh, collisions. Uh, the obstacle surfaces are heavily padded, and competitors sometimes don helmets or flak jackets. Followed by spectacular falls into the water below. These being the show's titular wipeouts. As part of wiping out, the competitors often end up covered in mud, fronts, vats of food, or unlikely substances. In one of the show's trademarks, the commentators have a humorous running commentary, often mocking and insulting the contestants as they compete. The hosts make frequent use of puns, jokey sound effects, and cheesy visual effects are often added as well. The exchanges between two hosts is often a subplot of episodes themselves, with Anderson playing it mostly straight as a play-by-play man, while Hanson offers up off-the-wall inanities and non sequiturs as color commentary. Jill Wagner offers additional features, reactions, also also provides interviews with the contestants filmed before their turn begins. These interviews tend to emphasize bizarre aspects of contestants' personalities, with um, Wagner making facial commentary as the conversation proceeds. Generally, only those who will pass the first round are introduced, and a nickname is assigned that is used throughout the game. At night, the show takes an epic and serious turn with the humor dialed down and serious background music instead of its light-hearted theme music. The final four or three contestants play separately on a large obstacle course inside the studio called the Wipeout Zone, each attempting to finish the course in the fastest time, much like the first round, though slight variations are used in each episode. Contestants wear wetsuits and they begin by either sliding down a water ramp or being launched by a giant catapult. or blob into the course. um, Swimming to the first obstacle. Obstacles have varied between episodes, but the course contains several obstacles that must be traversed in order to reach the finishing platform. Um, the player with the fastest time on the course is declared the champion of the episode and is awarded the show's grand prize of $50,000. The Wipeout zone often brings competitors to the brink of exhaustion, especially when they have to swim back to a starting point to retry a failed obstacle, unlike the first round. However, in season 7, the zone was all about speed and the contestants were given one attempt per obstacle. Damn. Damn. All right. So on its premiere night, Wipeout scored the highest premiere rating of any new show in summer 2008, besting competing veteran summer shows Hell's Kitchen and America's Got Talent. As the season progressed, Nielsen Media Research put it at the top of the 1849 demographic, slightly outpaced by America's Got Talent. On August 6, 2008, Wipeout was officially renewed for a second season. The second season premiered on May 27, 2009, and with an audience of 9.69 million. Wipeout bested its first season average and gave ABC its best numbers in the Wednesday 8 p.m. slot since November 2007. The third season premiered on June 22nd, 2010, with ratings of 10.21 million, with a blind date after special blind date. um, Special blind date episode getting 12.8 million viewers on June 1st, 2010. In 2016, a New York Times study of the 50 TV shows with the most Facebook likes found that Wipeout was most popular in northern rural areas with a large percentage of white people. Idaho, Utah, um, Wisconsin, and Maine are all on the top of this show's list. On January 6, 2011, the first season of Winter Wipeout premiered with the series' highest ratings ever, beating the 8 o'clock competition in the coveted 1849 demographic and many other key demos. Wow. All right, so let's see. Damn. Damn, what happened to that show, man? What happened to that shit? Damn, man. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. Anyway. I don't know what happened to that show right there, man, but let's go to Lego Masters. All right, so Lego Masters is an American reality competition television series that premiered on Fox on February 5th, 2020. The series is based on the British series of the same name. Each episode features teams, excuse me, yes, features teams um, of two building Lego projects from a vast array of bricks and parts to meet both creative and practical goals set by the challenge for a particular episode. The show is hosted and executive produced by Will Arnett and Lego Group creative designers Amy Corbett and Jamie Barad, serving as the show's judges. Various guest stars have also served as hosts and judges. And it's on its fourth season, so season four already. Let's see. As of September 2023, the series has been renewed for a fourth season and fifth season, with the fourth season premiering in September 2023. So the format goes like this: the series follows teams consisting of two Lego building competitors tasked with building creations out of Lego pieces based on a given theme within a given time period. After the allotted time to build, the teams demonstrate their creations to host Will Arnett and two expert judges from the Lego group, Amy Corbett, a senior design manager at Lego, and Jamie Barrott, who oversees the Lego creator expert and Lego architecture lines at Lego. The experts name the winning build, and as well as the bottom two teams, explaining why teams were selected in this fashion. Then, excuse me, they then announced the losing team, who is eliminated from the competition. In addition to this judging, Amy and Jamie provide suggestions to the teams midway through the build. Early in the season, the team with the best design, as judged by the experts, will be awarded the golden brick. They can then use it on any other challenge after the build period, but before the judging, to automatically advance to the next challenge if they do not feel confident about their work. Um, Once they turn in the golden brick for immunity, it is then made available as the reward for a future challenge. The season will the season will culminate in a finale in which top teams compete for $100,000, a Lego Masters trophy, and the title of Lego Master. All right, so and most recently, no, that nah, that's I think. Wait a second, yeah, I'm glad that Lego Masters got renewed, man, for 4 and 5. That's pretty dope, man. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking dope. So let's see. Let's see. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go over some upcoming video games and stuff. Let me just look for it, look for it, look for it. Let's see. Um, let's see. Um, okay. Sorry about that. Um, okay, so let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So we're gonna go into we're gonna go into the minute. All right, we're gonna go into a little thing that I like to call the video game chamber, man. This is the segment in regards to upcoming video games and previous um previous games that came out already. So here it is, the video game chamber, man. Let's do this. All right, I'm going to go over the previous games that came out in December and on to 2024, which is what we in right now. So, um, let's get into it. All right, so we have starting with 2023 in December, Batman Arkham Trilogy for Nintendo Switch, um, Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince, um, Steam World Build, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. A Highland Songs, Nintendo Switch and PC. Disney Dreamlight Valley. Um, have a nice death. Wait, Disney Dreamlight Valley, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, and Mac. Have a nice death. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Skater XL for Nintendo Switch, Sonic Dream Team iOS, the Anna Cruises, Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC, The Lord of the Rings Return to Moria for PlayStation 5 only. Vampire Vampire the Masquerade Swan Song for Nintendo Switch. Uh, Final Fantasy Final Fantasy 7 Ever Crisis for PC. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Um, Boulders Boulders Gate 3 Xbox Series. Lego Brick Tales Quest. Outer Wilds, Nintendo Switch, Terminator Dark Fate, Defiance, um, for PC, um, which is kind of like the movie actually. So, all right. So the finals for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. Plumbers Don't Wear Ties, Definitive Edition, um, Resident yeah, Definitive Edition, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, Nintendo Switch, actually, PC. Resident Evil 4, the remake for PlayStation VR 2, virtual reality. Bear and Breakfast, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. Hammer Watch, Hammer Watch 2, PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch. Little Nightmares, iOS and Android. Potion Craft, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo Switch. SpongeBob SquarePants, The Cosmic Shake for iOS and Android. Viewfinder, PlayStation 4. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and PC. Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive edition for iOS and Android. House Flipper 2 for PC. Polya, Nintendo Switch. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, The Hidden Treasure of Area Zero, the Indigo Disc for Nintendo Switch. Terranil also on Switch as well. Loot River, PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. Resident Evil the Remake, Resident Evil 4 the Remake, Mac and iOS. Let's see. Now we go to the 2024 video game schedule. All right, so obviously January, we're like 1 or 2 weeks into the new year. So, for 2024, Momo Momodora, Moonlit Farewell for PC, um, Crystal Story, Dawn of Dusk, Legend of Grimrock for Nintendo Switch, came out. Well, it comes out January 15th. Comes out January 15th. Um, Let me see. Art of Rally iOS, January 18th. Bulletstorm VR, PlayStation VR 2, which is virtual reality, Quest, and PC. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch, um, alongside with PC. Turn it, turn it, turn it, boy robs a bank. Oh gosh. Xbox Series, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know about all this, but let me see. So we got some we got upcoming games that's coming out on January 19th. We have another Code Recollection for Nintendo Switch. The Last of Us Part 2 remastered, based on the TV show on Max, January 19th. Um, yeah, I think I'm going to actually stop right there. The next time I do, I will start from January 23rd, um, throughout the month of January. I'll do that. I'm gonna save the rest for next time. All right, I'm gonna save the rest for next time actually. Um, so there you have it. All right, let me see. Hold All right, I think I'm gonna wrap up right here though, man. I'm gonna wrap it right here. So, all right, we're gonna get to a little thing that I like to call. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. What is going on with this? Sorry about that. Hang on. Yes. So, I had to do something real quick. I don't know what's going on here, but anyway, we're about to go to our last segment of the day, which is stream choices on the go. Yes, stream choices on the go. Let's do this. Yes, so please be sure to follow Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast. Of course, yeah, the review show of Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast on Threads, alongside with Instagram, and alongside with my sports podcast platform, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast, um, the Sports Edition show, and of course my number one show with 319 episodes, which is Off the Meat Rack Chains New York Avenue podcast. Be sure to follow that. And of course, myself, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Um, and turn on your notifications to details on when each episode is going to be dropping. And of course, you don't want to miss out on the Instagram live feed of each episode recording. All right, so we're gonna get into um, a whole list of audio streaming platforms where you can listen to podcasts. Um, you can listen to podcasts and stuff. So if you go to the link in bio where it says Linktree / Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, you're gonna see a whole list of audio streaming platforms, which includes Audible, Odyssey, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, um, Pocket Cast, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, Podvine Snipped. I forgot to add in Capsule FM, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio, the number one app where you can listen to music, radio, and podcasts for free. You don't need a credit card or debit card to download iHeartRadio or any other stream platform apps that I just mentioned. And be sure to follow the podcast on each stream platform, including YouTube. Make sure you grab that subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast. If you miss anything in today's episode or any previous episodes whatsoever of the review topics that was talked about, don't worry. Everything's all going to be uploaded onto the YouTube channel page and everything else in between. So yes, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes, along with the review topics in the episode today. More video content, upcoming episodes, previous episodes, and download the episodes. You can add the podcast to every streaming platform that you have on your Android phone, on your iPhones, your Android phones, iPads, Android tablets, laptops, Apple and Dell laptops. All right. So, if you add the podcast to your playlist on every streaming platforms, you will be notified on when each episode will be dropping, when each new episode is going to be dropping. So, of course, if you have Spotify, you'll be notified on when each episode will be dropping. Same with the other streaming platforms that I just mentioned. All right, and of course, be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes in case you miss any episodes, including the review topics. And share the videos, share the episodes, and tell a friend to another friend. And of course, be sure to spread the word and share the Linktree / Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, the people you are cool with from work, and everywhere else where you meet new people. All right. That's going to do it for me. That's going to do it for me in this episode 123 titled Excellent. No, excuse me. Titled Excitement of the Awesome Fun Entertainment. So I'm your man, G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening to this episode right here. And I do appreciate every single one of you who actually took the time to actually listen. And of course, I do apologize for delaying the upcoming episodes due to a driver's license mission that I had to take care of. So yeah, and remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard and earn it. And of course, trust the process. Trust the process in your craft and what you're trying to do and what you love to do. Don't worry about pleasing. Don't worry about pleasing your parents. Only person you need to please is yourself. And also, New York wasn't built in a day, and for the most part, you want to look for your You want to look for a skill, look for your niche. Be sure to actually be sure to pick something that makes you happy, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, that gets you into your zone alongside with tunnel vision. All right. I want to actually make sure that I want to make sure that I actually cover the bases. I want to make sure that this is the main episode of 2024. I know. I hope y'all had a great Christmas, a great New Year, and also trying to, you know, find some ways to actually, you know, take care of those plans for 2024 or whatever. But, you know, like I said, man, I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions because it's like making promises to yourself that you're not going to be able to keep, which is empty promises and false hope. So you don't want to do that to yourself, man. You don't want to do that to yourself. So you know what I'm saying. I mean, you know what I'm saying. It's all about having a damn commitment to yourself and following through with what you're trying to do. So, so yeah, there you have it, right there. There you have it, right there. Yeah. Like I said, man. Like I said, I am going to be posting these episodes on every streaming platforms. Most likely, most likely, most likely next week. Um, Even though it's the week of MLK, you know what I'm saying. So, so yeah, I will actually be posting all this and whatever review topics I didn't get a chance to review and stuff. Uh, I will do that in a future episode. And as for today's review topics of game shows, um, I will be reviewing more game shows, and all that great stuff in a future episode. And and of course, overall, it was pretty. Overall, I gotta say, some of the game shows that I've been watching have been pretty hilarious, though, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so yeah, that's it, man. That's gonna do it for me. Um, I will be out of here. Hang on a second here. I will be out of here, and I want to actually touch base on something, though, man. Um, so yes, yes. The next time I do an episode, I will actually try to, review more game shows, review more TV shows. Um, and I haven't really been reviewing any music discographies for the past couple of months because you know, I had to try out a few things. Actually, I wanted to try out the hip hop history of each music artist that came out with an album, EP, all that great stuff. All that is covered in the music Kool-Aid section, and everything else in between. I want to actually I want to actually be sure to, and if anybody has any ideas on any particular TV shows, game shows, movies, video games, um, hip hop histories of music artists that came out with an album or whatever, you can also follow me on Discord. All right, I'm gonna put that up again. Let me put that up again. Actually, hold on. Let me put this up. Let me put that up. Yes, you can hit me up on Discord on G Money Stacks 555 if you have any ideas of any particular topics that you want me to review as far as like TV shows, movies, um, video games that came out, music artists that came out with a previous music project, whether it's an EP, whether it's an LP, whether it's an album or a mixtape, whatsoever. It could be underground artists as well, man. So I'm gonna need a little help on underground artists. I haven't really been keeping track of all these underground music artists. So you at home can help me do that. All right. So this is my Discord right there. You can message me on there about anything whatsoever, any particular suggestions as far as like you know some some music artists to review, some hip hop history of each music artist that came out with a project, all that great stuff whatsoever. All right. Um, all right. So I'm out of here. I want to touch base with y'all. Like I said, I do apologize for delaying the episodes upcoming due to my mission to take care of my driver's license renewal and other things as well that I have going on. So um I didn't forget you guys, so don't worry, man. You're gonna get more episodes on a weekly basis and all that great stuff right there. And you'll be notified on new episodes on every streaming platform whatsoever. So I got y'all. All right. Um, yeah. So I got y'all. Um, all right. So all right, I'm gonna be out of here, man. I really mean it this time. I wanted to make sure that I covered the bases and all that great stuff whatsoever. Um, so yeah, there you have it. Um, I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves, and I hope y'all have a nice weekend and everything else in between. Um, I appreciate every single one of you for listening, who took the time to listen to this to the episodes, and y'all could have listened to any podcast in the world, but you chose to listen to Meticulous podcast, the review show platform. Um, and yeah, this has been very, 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 very interesting. This has been an interesting episode. I like, I love doing what I do, and I'm not gonna quit. Doesn't matter what age I'm in. And old is a mindset understatement. Remember that. Don't let anybody stop you from following your goals and dreams, man. I am really, 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 really stressing this because you got a few people who give up on their goals and dreams, and you don't want to do that to yourselves, man. Because then you don't want to do that to yourselves to please your parents. You gotta please yourself first, man. Of course, treat yourself to some things, man, because you're a hardworking person. Every single one of you out there is a hardworking person. So you actually want to make sure you take care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually, and all that great stuff whatsoever. And yeah, there you have it right there, man. And, I will be um, I will be back with the next episode whatsoever, where I talk about the second year anniversary of Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, the review show. It's been 2 years whatsoever, and I will talk about that. And it's been a very, very, very long, long journey for me. I didn't think I'd make it to 2 years with this podcast and my sports podcast, which I did. And I wanted to actually let them be at their own pace instead of instead of oversaturating three podcast shows all at once. I wanted to make sure they have their own lane. And it's okay if you're not, and it's okay um if you're not at any charts whatsoever. You didn't you didn't start this podcast to actually worry about being on the charts and all that stuff. All that may be nice and all, but at the same token, you really have to know and actually ask yourself, man, are you doing this on are you doing this for the moment as far as temporary, or are you doing this on a consistency basis? Because if you're doing it on a consistency basis, you will be able to succeed, man. You know what I mean? Um, and I know it's been a while since I actually give some podcast free game mechanisms, so I'll do that in a future episode. I'm not gonna be able to do it here because I'm about to be out of here and get set for work. So yeah. Um, so yeah, I'll be out of here in about two about 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes actually. So you know what? Yeah, let's do that right there, man. Um, let me make sure I got everything set. Yes. Don't have any com. I don't have any. I don't have any comments today. So um, yeah, like I said, man, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to comment. Um, tell us what you think about the review topics and everything else in between. What did you like about the review topics as far as the movies, the TV shows, the video games, music discographies, and hip hop history and segments, all that great stuff, man. We're gonna be having more of that in the future. So you know what I mean. So there you have it right there, man. All right, let me get up out of here right now, man, because I have to really take care of something. So enjoy yourselves, enjoy your weekend, and be careful out there. Be safe. I know there's been some crazy shit going on with subway stations as far as like slashings and of course you know people getting pushed to the tracks by fucking knuckleheads and all that great stuff right there. So and of course the train derailments, which is obvious, of course. Yeah, so be safe out there, be careful, and of course, be vigilant and yeah, man. And stay true to yourself. Um, be all you can be, and like I said, man, don't let anybody stop you from following your goals and dreams. Um, you gotta motivate yourself. You gotta inspire yourself to keep going, even if life hits you with curveballs and breaking balls and stuff. All you have to do is just hit them out of here, out of the park. All right. So I'm out of here. Peace and one love. Peace and one love. And of course, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of 2024 with everything going on for yourselves. Be safe. be easy, and good night, everybody.